still at Multimodal, and joining us now is Karl Hodgkinson from Tenens. Thanks for joining us, Karl, I appreciate that. Thank you. What I wanted to ask is, how do you think Brexit will affect the UK 3PL market?
I think at the moment there's risks and there's opportunities. So I think very much our focus at the moment is to try and understand without preempting too much into the art of the possible, because we really don't know how this is going to affect us ultimately. So it's best guesses, educated guesses. So in terms of risks, I think border control is a major concern. Delays of bringing products, our customers bringing products into the UK is high risk. We can't afford, and our customers can't afford, for there to be excessive delays, increased delays in bringing products. So that at the moment is probably our primary concern. However, obviously, in terms of looking at the opportunity, what we're trying to understand is how can there be an increase of manufacturing or potential storage requirements within the UK to try and avoid and mitigate those risks. So very much at the moment, as I said, we're in a balancing position before we know too much about the situation. But the focus very much is around, we believe there will be, over a longer term period, increased manufacturing in the UK, which will be a positive element towards our property division, and equally in terms of core warehousing, trying to understand how we can increase customers within the UK by offering increased storage solutions to, again, mitigate the risks of product coming in. So they're the two key focuses at the moment for us.
And those focuses in mind, what should UK hauliers be focusing on to play their part in reducing their carbon footprint?
Again, electricity seems to be the way forward, electric trucks, and obviously we're watching the marketplace very carefully. We've just put the two first 26-ton CNG rigids on the road, so we're now into a trial period with those two vehicles and trying to see what the impact and cost versus benefit is of those two vehicles. I think the haulage sector as a whole, I think that there needs to be more focus on biofuels and certainly less reliance on diesel. However, technology is moving all the time. Diesel engines are improving all the time. It's a very difficult marketplace, especially with smaller hauliers who enter into second-hand markets more so. This is a period of change that could take decades to evolve. So I think it's really down to those larger logistics companies to speculatively invest and develop technology. And as I said, for us, whilst we're looking at biodiesel, whilst we're developing with CNG technology, I think the evolution into the electric truck is coming, and that is something that's more shorter term and more immediate that we need to be ready for and invested in.
Yeah, I suppose that's looking into the future, but how was 2017 for Tenens?
2017 has been a fantastic year for the business. Overall, we've seen significant growth, we've seen improved profitability, so we've onboarded about 27 new customers and accounts throughout the company. That has been a very diverse range of markets as well, which is really important for us. So we've had some very large blue chip type clients and large retail clients and manufacturing clients, but equally that's been balanced with a really healthy mix of smaller SME type businesses, fast growing businesses, specialist businesses as well in terms of two-man operations and more complex bespoke logistics. So we've got a real range of new customers, which is very exciting for the course of the business, and certainly as strategy now forms part of the plans for 2018-19, those customers and that approach and the target audiences that we're going for stand us in good stead. But it's been a fantastic year. We've got a great team, very much a focus on IT in terms of development as a company. We've invested significantly into our IT platforms and strategy and people. So we're very much in the marketplace, and during the course of the last 12 months in particular, we've invested very heavily in our people, and that really underpins the rest of the business in terms of growth.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. You briefly touched on 2018, 2019, kind of the future. What are the plans for Tenens in the future?
So again, we're focusing very much on an SME markets at the moment, food and drink in particular. So where we see specialist logistics, difficult logistics, bespoke logistics, niche markets, that's very much our focus in terms of the way forwards as a company. So whilst we will always have opportunistic type approaches as a business, That's always very positive and something that we will always explore. Brexit is obviously a key part of our strategy for the next year or two. So to increase the property estate, to increase the service offering, to move more in towards the e-commerce and the e-fulfillment ranges that are becoming more demanding, less so on the high street, more so online. So we're very much aligning and continue to align ourselves to market demands and continuing to invest in, again, back into IT and our platforms to be able to support customers. So in summary, very much around the SME markets, very much around e-commerce and e-fulfillment, and then still making sure we're strong enough and robust enough, depth and breadth wise, to be able to look at the opportunistic approaches.
That's perfect, Carl. Well, I really appreciate your time more than anything.
No problem at all.
It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.